I measured my ring size at home, and it actually worked. Sometimes simple methods are the most reliable. I used to think ring size was something only jewelers understood, like a secret number hidden behind glass counters and velvet trays. It always felt like something you had to ask for, or go somewhere to figure out. Then one day, while ordering a ring online, I realized I didn't even know my own size. I didn't want to ask anyone, and I didn't want to go anywhere either. So I did what most people do at home. I figured it out my own way, using whatever I had around me. That's when I realized something simple but important. Measuring your ring size at home isn't really about tools. It's about paying attention to your finger. If you listen closely, your finger tells you everything. What no one really explains is that timing matters. Your finger isn't the same all day. In the morning, it's slimmer and still waking up. But by evening, it's lived the day, moved around, warmed up, and maybe even had something salty. That's when it's most honest. So before you measure anything, just pause for a moment. Let your hand relax. Give it a small shake. That's all you need. No preparation, no pressure, just a little patience. I used paper because it felt safe. I didn't trust thread since it stretches, and apps only made things confusing. Paper felt solid. I tore a small strip from a notebook and wrapped it around my finger the way a ring naturally sits. It wasn't tight or loose, it just felt right. I marked it with a pencil, placed it on a ruler, and checked the number twice before writing it down. That number mattered because it wasn't just a measurement. It was my finger telling me what fit. I didn't realize it at the time, but I ended up making my own size chart. I didn't print anything or follow instructions. I just took a blank page and drew circles using whatever was nearby, a coin, a bottle cap, even a spice jar lid. Under each circle, I wrote the size in millimeters. Later, when I found an old ring that already fit me well, I placed it over the circles. One of them matched almost perfectly, and that was my size confirming itself. Just paper, a pen, and a little common sense. One thing I noticed about tight rings is that they don't feel tight at first, they feel fine, until they don't. If you have to twist a ring to take it off, that's not a perfect fit. That's a small problem waiting quietly. When measuring at home, imagine removing the ring at night. If it already feels tricky, go slightly bigger. I learned the hard way that thick rings behave differently. Thin rings are polite, but thick rings are demanding. If you're wearing a wide band, a heavy ring, or one with stones, your finger needs a little breathing room. I always add some extra space. Your finger will thank you later, especially in summer. I keep a simple chart on a scrap of paper in my drawer, nothing fancy. 52 to 53 millimeters is a small finger, 54 to 56 millimeters is regular, 57 to 59 millimeters is comfortably medium, 60 to 62 millimeters is relaxed, and 63 plus M is wide comfort. If your number falls between two, always go a little higher. If you're measuring someone else's ring without making it obvious, don't overthink it. Borrow a ring they already wear, place it on paper, trace the inside, and measure the widest part. Then choose the closest comfortable size. Perfect surprise rings don't exist, but thoughtful ones always do.